How can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television.
Caitlin Clark, basketball's most explosive newcomer, just turned a calm golf green into a media earthquake. ESPN treated it like a footnote. The LPGA rolled out the red carpet. And now the internet is asking, did the WNBA just miss the moment of a generation?
What we saw from Caitlin Clark playing golf was the LPGA really being really happy about it.
On November 12th, Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever guard and 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, teed up at the LPGA's Aapka Pro-Am, playing alongside Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam. The round was televised and the social numbers exploded. But amid the champagne and fanfare, a rumor machine sprang to life. Had Clark signed a formal LPGA contract? The answer, no.
Gotten to this stage now where it seems like they're just trolling the WNBA. Like, at this stage, I think they're just trolling the WNBA.
This wasn't a shoot-in, it was a spectacle. Fans in Fever jerseys flooded the course, the LPGA amplified her presence, and tournament organizers pivoted to a televised pro-am around Clark, and the results were staggering.
You see here, this is days later. Nothing but love for Caitlin Clark over here. Constantly saying, like, it's always, everything is like, who doesn't love Caitlin Clark? Like, all of these posts are...
Let's clear the air. Social posts and some channels called it an LPGA contract. That's not what reporters wrote. What happened? Clark played a televised pro-am, was celebrated by the LPGA and stars like Nelly Korda and Annika Sorenstam, and generated major impressions, but there is no public LPGA player contract on file.
The fact that the WNBA posted nothing, posted zero about Caitlin Clark golfing in this Pro-Am event.
This is the Caitlin Clark effect. She lifts eyeballs, ticket sales, and social engagement. When she shows up, people follow. That matters to leagues trying to grow audiences.
The LPGA did literally everything correct. They capitalized on the moment. They found a way to put it on television. They allowed people to be there. Caitlin was signing autographs.
ESPN, the network that covers everything, delivered surprisingly muted coverage, while the LPGA leaned in. Why the gap? Pitch, editorial priorities, broadcast rights, and maybe cultural blind spots.
The LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nelly.
On social and in the stands, fans wondered where the WNBA was. Did the league miss a marketing clinic? There's a larger conversation here about how leagues promote their stars.
Their #1 golfer. This is the perfect marketing opportunity.
Quick history you need to know. Clark rose to superstardom at Iowa, NCAA leading scorer. Her public life has had two persistent threads: intense fandom and intense backlash, sometimes racist and misogynistic commentary online. She's been defended by high-profile figures including Serena Williams. The high-profile, Clark-Reese media rivalry from the college years also shaped narratives around her.
Fumbling it for people like me who never wanted to play professional basketball because I didn't see a future in it. Now, girls can see a future.
Use short, high-emotion bites, 3 to 8 seconds each, to keep pacing tight. Example sound bites to slot in: Nelly Korda praising Clark's presence, Annika Sorenstam welcoming her, Serena Williams' supportive line from 2024. Follow each bite with an immediate VO line that reframes the quote for context.
If you look at the LPGA Twitter account, it is filled with Caitlin Clark things. Photos of her, a whole video of the fans cheering her, signing things, taking photos, their players hanging out with Caitlin, and obviously they're showing their golfers as well.
Here's the playbook. When a crossover star brings attention, leagues or brands should 1. Co-create content, 2. Activate partnerships on broadcast and social, and 3. Protect the athlete from online harassment while maximizing visibility. The LPGA did most of this during the Annika event.
Caitlin Clark's golf debut just made me so upset with the WNBA.
Beyond metrics is a person who's handled national attention since college, praise and hate, with a disciplined focus on her craft. Her appearance at the Aapka Pro-Am looked like a young athlete enjoying being part of something bigger.
You have great players in this league. You have Paige coming in. You have Jude. Do not fumble it with those girls either. Stop fumbling the moment, because you're not only fumbling it for the current players in the league, you are fumbling it for every girl who wants to play professional basketball at one point.
Watch for 3 things. 1. Any official announcements from LPGA or Clark's camp. There are none as of November 18, 2025. 2. How the WNBA responds to the surge in interest. And 3. Whether brands and broadcasters create permanent cross-sport moments.
This was the perfect opportunity for the WNBA to do, like, have you seen it when an NBA player or a football player, like, goes to an NBA game or goes to wherever and they'll be in the comments or they'll just say something, like something cute? This was the perfect time for the WNBA to also be posting about this. And they said,
Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking crossover into the LPGA should have been a seismic moment celebrated across the sports world, especially because the LPGA rolled out the red carpet for her, elevating what was supposed to be a non-televised pro-am into a full-blown spectacle after fans flooded their social media begging for coverage, leading to a staggering 34 million impressions. Numbers the WNBA hasn't come close to this year. Yet ESPN somehow managed to smother the excitement with coverage so flat and lifeless it felt like they were announcing a knitting club instead of a historic sport shift. Meanwhile, the WNBA's complete and deafening silence. No tweets, no posts, no congratulations, not even a lazy Instagram story, made it painfully obvious that the league either doesn't understand the value of its own biggest star or simply refuses to acknowledge it, even as Clark continues to draw massive crowds, reshape viewership, and bring unprecedented attention to women's sports, while the LPGA smartly paired her with world #1 golfer Nelly Korda in a marketing masterstroke that captivated even casual audiences, proving how a league that respects its athletes can turn a moment into a movement. This stands in humiliating contrast to the WNBA, which keeps fumbling every opportunity to celebrate the player who is single-handedly boosting their ratings and relevance, sending a discouraging message not only to fans but also to future stars like Paige Buchers and Juju Watkins, who might well question whether a league that refuses to hype its own generational talents is a place worth committing their careers to, especially when even Serena Williams publicly praises Clark's resilience and brilliance while the WNBA still pretends not to notice, and ESPN, who should be leading the charge for women's sports, delivers apathetic, low-energy reporting that fails to capture the magnitude of Clark becoming a cross-sport phenomenon. All of this proves what fans have been shouting all season: the LPGA knows how to elevate its stars, while the WNBA and ESPN keep clinging to outdated, self-sabotaging habits that hold women's sports back at the very moment when athletes like Caitlin Clark are giving them the historic opportunities they claim to be waiting for.
And it just goes to show that all of us who have been speaking out about this and saying, like, it doesn't seem like you guys are giving Caitlin, you know, the kind of props that she deserves for bringing all these eyeballs and, you know, the Caitlin Clark effect that we talk about, viewership, money. All of the people who were shouting this for the entire WNBA season, this is an instance where we are proved